from the first line of code in Disco until the first paying customer, what was kind of the timeline?
Okay, so this is something we did right, even though our story was too large. We started to talking with people which we thought have a problem, out of which we found a few that definitely had a problem we wanted to solve. And then we tried to look on how they work today and which points are the problem points, because it's really important. In my view, customer interview is like the most important thing in the process. You need to sit with somebody and have like 30% of the time you need to talk, 70% of the time he need to talk. If you can do it, that you will not talk at all, it's even better. You need to listen really good, to look very good, to ask him to show you or her to show you how they work today, and to understand from the nuances of what they're doing, what are the problems. So in our case, we ask somebody to show us how it works. So we open the command line tool and he started hitting some keys, and then he took a job that he wanted to distribute to 200 machines, click enter, and the job wrote into a queue. So I told him, can you show me how it runs? And he said, no, now I need to wait for the queue of the entire institute he was working in. So I told him, okay, what's the largest problem here? Like, where do you feel pain? He said, I need to wait in the queue. I told him, you know, your job takes like 3 days. What do you care for a few hours in the queue? He said, but I'm waiting in the queue. I said, okay, we need to solve the queue, no problem. We need to be elastic. We need to be very fast in this. You need to know when you're talking to customers, you need to understand what is part of their basic language and what is part of their what is a problem, what is not a problem, okay? Because when we went back to the office and we showed the finding to the team, our designer told us, wow, why do they do a command line? I can build a graphical tool that will do it in 3 clicks, it will be amazing. I told him, no, it's terrible. They're creating tons of data, and the data is quite similar, and they're doing it with grep and sed and awk and all those tools that they know for 20 years. We don't want to change the entire package. We want to change the job submission. If you're taking them from the command line, where they live, to a web just to create all the jobs, they will have a problem. So immediately we knew we need a CLI tool, for instance. Mm-hmm. So as for your question, in about 3 months we had first thing working, and
that's impressive.
Sort of paying customer.